This is the process of making the video, assembling the wooden panels for the house.
That's how we're going to put our support for our building. Yeah, actually the wooden image also has to resemble the reality. You know, when you put it on, it feels a lot more secure.
With the first part of the platform done, we start putting on the second part.
We're working with wood here.
Here we are working on the foundation, and we are setting up the structure that is going to hold our house.
If you have a passion for making such videos, you can use the techniques and tips I share with you here.
And slide into position.
You can see here how the wooden images resemble reality in a vivid way.
Today we're going to put some wood on the poles.
We are actually making the house from wooden images, and we really hope that it resembles the actual thing.
The most important thing for me to make a house is the foundation. Here we go, it's coming along nicely, and this is going to hold it securely.
I think it is important to attract viewers with comments on the process of making the video.
You want to resemble reality.
Today we're putting together a strong base for our DIY project, focusing on every detail. This DIY wood project is a really good example of trying to create something that's really high quality. So you have a beautiful design in mind, but the question is, how do you bring it to life? If you can measure this and it's exact, then you have no gaps, you have no issues in your home. As the video starts, we are looking at the foundational wood beams, and a large OSB panel is being positioned.
Working with wood offers a unique blend of creativity and practicality. Here we have a wooden construction that we're putting together.
If you're going for a really realistic look, you need to capture all the little details. Now we will seal it by spraying foam around the edges.
You have to find that sweet spot and make sure that you're hitting it right. What we're trying to achieve is to resemble reality in the most vivid way.
Now that our base is constructed and everything is squared and perfectly level, we're building the joist structure. We've been working hard on this new platform, making sure every piece is perfectly in place.
I aim to capture every detail, from the precise cuts to the texture of the wood.
This is another layer of plywood for the floor. Now we are cutting and installing the floor insulation. You use the sealant to seal the plywood on the outside because we're going to put foam on the outside. We're just trying to get some insulation on it here to try to block the wind coming through. Now this is a special feature, very handy indeed. This frame is designed to be the foundation for a small house, but we've had to make sure the measurements are exactly right. I will use a simple handmade wooden image to resemble reality.
Look at the details of how it is built.
Got this all laid out, and now we're putting our floor down.
And just running it through.
Then we start placing our decking. Now we're going to use the expanding foam. Okay, and then we just got to connect these. And then we also had the posts in the ground so that the wood itself is not directly touching the ground. So the next step is applying the expanding foam.
After carefully cleaning the surface, we apply the sealant.
This thing has a little bit of flex to it.
The work of creating such pieces required very meticulous stages. You will be learning about how to create your own outdoor patio or deck area. So right here we have two men bringing in the back wall to this side of the house.
We're gonna try and lay some floor. Today we're gonna build a new construction project, and what we're using here is oriented strand board.
It's a wooden model that we made with our own hands. Today we are using our old school approach. What's interesting with a homemade wooden image like this is that it seems like a normal house, but it's not. These wooden structures are not only aesthetically pleasing, but they are also eco-friendly.
The wood that we're using, this is all custom made. So this is the base structure. It's almost 4 foot by 10 foot. So you can see it's quite simple, quite strong, and we're not doing this for the views.
This video is about making homemade wooden images.
Okay, and we're just gonna run it right down the edge. And the same thing on that side.
So then the first layer of wood is pretty much complete for the base part.
Now that we've got a flat surface, we can start putting up wall. It just feels like there is less of a lip. Yeah. So how we construct this is like putting a jig. I have these homemade wooden images here. And then, as you can see, I'm using a nail gun and then nailing them into my wall. And so this is our first section that we put up. It's really the trickiest one because everything's got to be perfectly plumb. We'll start with the panels. We'll be lifting them into place. Now you got to remember these panels are kind of big, so we're really making an effort to get them on there.
I will create videos based on homemade wooden images to resemble reality. Vivid images and sounds. Beautiful.
We are making a unique video on a construction site. We used some homemade wooden images to resemble reality.
Every plank is measured for precision. Layer by layer, the framework takes shape.
Right now, we are going to fix the position of the wooden panel. Oh, that's better.
What we've captured is a glimpse into the construction of a wooden. Images resemble reality.
We are assembling the walls of this homemade project.
They said what we do is so realistic.
You need two on that side now.
Yep.
All right.
After we've secured the top of the wall, he's going to come down here. And you can see how much faster this goes with another.
Amazing what you can build with your own two hands.
All right, let's dive into some of the construction process.
The important thing is that everything is tight. This project is moving along nicely. Yep, should be done in no time.
Here's how to build a shelter in the woods.
It's 10 p.m. now, and we're still here working. We really need to get this wall up tonight.
So here, we are just finishing up putting in the last of the walls.
Today, I will build a miniature wooden house.
This door is going to be so drafty. We're going to put some foam in here. So this is the back corner. We got to insulate. Then we'll put up our vapor barrier.
And now that we got our first walls up, we're putting up the second story walls. We are always trying to come up with new and exciting ways to build our projects. Building wooden house in the night.
And here we are back to the build process. You can see we're getting some OSB up on this wall.
Yeah, you hold the camera with the other hand. Just making sure everything is square and everything is level.
The wooden image, resembling reality, vividly captures the process of making it, from cutting, splitting, assembling.
And after this, we're going to put a wall over the whole thing. So we're just talking about different options.
After cleaning up the shavings, I used a roller to apply the adhesive. And here is the finished product.
All right, so right now I'm just gonna clean up this mess.
The wooden beams are securely interlocked, providing a solid foundation for the structure. Carefully measure and cut the wood to the exact size.
We're just setting these floor joists now, getting the subfloor ready. It's gotta be perfect.
They're building the house from scratch, a process that requires a lot of care and attention to detail. We mark the wood, and then we use the circular saw to cut the wood pieces.
In this video, we're building a foundation for the second floor with 2x8s. This is going to be a 3-story house.
In this video, we're building a wooden frame for the new workshop wall. It's a straightforward but crucial step. Now we nail the beam together. Today, let's learn how to make a wooden house frame with me. First, let's choose good pieces of wood and cut them to the right size.
Making things by hand is a really wonderful experience. So today, my dad and I are framing a floor. We're going to use 2x4s.
Today we're going to build a wooden house from scratch. We will use all natural materials.
So guys, this is a new model of a house made entirely of wood. I will review it for you to see.
This is how we make our log cabins. First, we cut the logs to the right size.
Building a house requires meticulous attention to detail. Every step is crucial for the final outcome. To create a miniature house from wood, we first need to cut the wooden slats to the required size. Then, we assemble them together to form the frame of the house.
So the first step is to lay down the foundation.
All right, we got our first wall framed up. This is a bedroom wall. Let's get this thing stood up. And here, we're measuring and marking the wood before making our precision cuts for the next part of the build.
With a skilled carpenter's hands and the power of wood, every detail of this project comes to life.
Okay, let's put this piece right here. Yeah, that looks about right. Let me just measure it to be sure.
Here's a quick look at the framing process.
As you can see, we're making some good progress on the interior walls.
And then we're going to use this mallet and give it a good tap. That way we have a nice tight fit. So let's add this last screw to secure the wall, and that's it. We are almost done. So we're starting to build a wooden house, and this is the framing of the house. We're getting the walls ready to put up the siding.
Today we're going to be building a house from the ground up, all by ourselves.
Careful, careful, easy does it. Okay, I think that's got it right there. Good job.
We set up the rafters and then we go through and straighten them all.
The first floor is finished, the walls are all up, and now we're putting up the second floor, the walls for the second floor.
Now we will install the support bar for the second floor. It weighs more than 100 kilograms.
Today, I will complete the roof of this lovely little wooden house with my own hands.
Today I will show you how to seal the gaps in the frame with foam.
We're going to use this 2x4 and we'll nail it to the top. So we're building a wall today. This is the top plate. This connects all the studs together.
So here's the next step. We're going to put some wood on top.
So in this next shot, you can see that the guys are still working on the framing of the house. We're going to be putting the fascia on, which is this board right here. It's a 2x10. We are just holding it up there to get our measurements.
Today, the brothers continue to install the roof truss system for the house. It's really hard work.
Here's a look at how we built this house from the ground up, starting with framing the walls and roof.
To make a wooden house, the first thing is to prepare all the wooden bars.
We've got the first wall stood up. We're going to go ahead and get the second wall stood up.
Building a wooden house is a challenging but rewarding project. It requires careful planning, skilled labor, and a lot of patience.
We're working on the framing, specifically the truss system. And the idea is to lift this beam up and get it on top of those beams.
The guys are now installing the rafters. This helps to secure the roof.
Today we're going to build a wooden house from scratch. First, we need to prepare the foundation. Let's take a look.
The process of building a wooden house on a steel frame foundation. You have to be careful and precise with the measurements.
I don't think it's wide enough. It's not going to work. No, that's not going to work.
Now we have to seal all the seams between the foam and the plywood.
Then we can start putting the big panels on.
Now we're going to use the drill to attach the roof panels.
Okay, today we're going to seal the exterior walls with this expanding foam.
Once you have secured the roof in place, you will want to add in the installation.
With just a few simple steps, you can create a beautiful wooden house. So today we're working on the rafters, and tomorrow we'll be starting with the roof. We're in the process of building a wooden house on a piece of land with a very nice view. Today, we're sharing the process of building a wooden house. We hope you will enjoy it.
We got that top plate all caulked up. Now we are ready to set this wall. It's very simple. The wood is thin so you can nail it easily. You don't have to nail too much, just nail it in place. With the walls done, we move on to the next floor. We use large insulated panels to make the process easier and faster.
And now we're putting up the last piece of roofing.